First road test of the 2018 2500 Ram Promaster. This is the V6 with the 6-speed transmission, high roof, 144 I believe wheelbase, or is it 136? I forget. Anyway, it's a short wheelbase, high roof. This thing is basically fully loaded for the most part. It's got the upgraded dash, navigation, the window package, the whole 9 yards. The comfortable, super adjustable seats. Pretty awesome. So, we're going to get right to it, guys. This is going to be about 100 miles. Complete mix of very, very slick mud, dirt, slop roads as we get back to the highway. These are the roads we live on. What you're seeing right now was their predominant deciding factor as to why we chose the ProMaster over the Transit. I am a Mercedes Sprinter lover. I love the Sprinter. The four-wheel drive high-top Sprinter is still my preferred van choice. However, for those of you that have been shopping lately, you know that there's a new Sprinter coming out 2019, and the inventory on Sprinters is almost non-existent, especially as far as a loaded high-top 4x4 model goes. You just can't find them. So the only Sprinter within 500 miles that was four-wheel drive was a low roof, short wheelbase, had a lot of just weird stuff with it. It wasn't what I needed. So Transit is a rear-wheel drive. The base Sprinter, rear-wheel drive. Those do not do good where I live, back in the mountains off these dirt roads. A little bit of snow, a little bit of mud, a little bit of rain, and they're all over the place. They're slipping, they're sliding, they're bouncing. You can see right now we're on Hardball Road. It's still pretty slick. You can see right up in front of us the road basically turns to mud and has a really sharp, steep incline. You'd be surprised, rear-wheel drive vans struggle in this. So this is a front-wheel drive platform. It does great. You can see all the videos on YouTube overseas, guys going through deep snow, through mud, the whole 9 yards.
Turn left.
We are going to upgrade the tires on this. We're going to put some BFG KO2 tires just for a little bit more grip. Some better rims, maybe even a 1-inch leveling kit up front, just to fit a little bigger tire up front. So far, so good. We'll continue this when we get back on Hardball. All right, guys, we are on Hardball, and I just wanted to address a couple things before we get back onto the interstate down here after ways. As far as the fit, finish, and the layout, this is a commercial van, so remember that. It's a commercial van, but there's still some nice conveniences. You got 4 cup holders in front of you. You got 2 cup holders in the door. You got full navigation. You got steering wheel controls for the volume, steering wheel controls for the phone. Full Bluetooth package in here. My phone is synced up to it right now. I'll show you that in a minute. Cruise control. Basically like what I call a big rig seat. I mean, you can adjust it forward, aft, up, down, back, forth, armrest, the whole 9 yards, because it locks you into a pretty nice seating position. Full airbags all the way around you, and a pretty nice stereo. So, is this a luxury vehicle? Of course not. But is this your standard commercial van? Not even close. Now, what's kind of neat is this has got the trip computer. It's got the automatic rear camera, so we can look behind us. While you're driving, you can activate that rear camera so you can take a look at your trailer at any point in time you need to. Trip right now. So we're just starting. This van is brand new and just cruising along, 19 miles a gallon. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So we're going to eco drive this when we get onto the highway and really see what we can do miles per gallon wise and see where we're at. It'll be pretty nice. Now, I test drove a ProMaster a year ago when it was a 5-speed, or 2 years ago when it was a 5-speed, and I agree with some of the problems. It was a little bit clunky. I didn't like the feel of it. Thank God Ram replaced it with the 6-speed that's kind of a bulletproof transmission they've had forever. Dramatic improvement on fuel economy, dramatic improvement on ride quality. This thing is silky smooth right now. Now this has crosswind assist, the upgraded commercial brake package. It's got huge rotors in the front and back. It's pretty nice, guys. It's pretty smooth. We'll check back in once we get on the interstate. All right, we went down, got our taxes done. We're heading back now on the highway. Still the first highway evaluation and mini road trip for this 2018 Ram Promaster. Let's see how we're doing. So we've gone 32 37 miles. We're averaging 19.2 miles a gallon, which is pretty incredible considering the size of this van. My overall driving impressions. Is it a sports car? No. Is it a minivan? No. Does it drive like it should? Yes. But is it surprisingly comfortable, smooth, and quiet? Tremendously. So some people complain about this steering wheel doesn't tilt. It does telescope, but it does not tilt. I'm in a perfect driving position, and this wheel is like super comfortable. It's right where it needs to be, and I'm 6'4". So if I can figure this out, take your time, and you can figure it out. Cruise control, been working great. And overall, I'm super happy with it. So I got a great commanding driving position. You can see the road. You can see the mirrors very well. It's got the dual mirrors. They also power fold. And of course, you can hit the little button and see your reverse camera in real time while you're driving forward, which is pretty nice. Bluetooth, I've had a couple business call conversations on it so far. Works no problem. At the same time, I've had my phone paired for music. Stereo's great. And I've gotten multiple text messages while I've been driving, and they pop right up on the screen and read me the text message over the Bluetooth and the speakers. So that's pretty cool. Again, not like it's that big of a deal. It's 2018. However, this is a commercial van, and it's doing all that. So far, really happy. We're winding down this trip. We're right at the 50-mile mark in. It's been a mix of town driving, highway, suburbia when we're close by my tax man, dirt roads, etc. And right now we're at 47 miles traveled and 19.7 miles a gallon. Keep in mind this vehicle is not broken at all, and that miles per gallon number will get better as the vehicle's broken. Furthermore, again, like right now we're traveling at 35 miles an hour on these old roads, going up these hills and back down and back up and going slow speed. So that 19.7 would probably be a good 23, 24 miles to the gallon if this was all highway driving and I could just lock it into cruise control. This van does surprisingly well. Closing out, overall impression, super happy with this. Couldn't be happier. It's just, man, it's really awesome. And just a lot of these little tiny things make a big difference. The ability to control the volume, the phone, cruise control, Bluetooth, everything right there on the steering wheel. The ability to have real-time trip information, XM radio, Bluetooth, take phone calls, GPS. Let's talk about the GPS. It's like a TomTom powered GPS. I'm not a big fan of it at all. It is not the nice Uconnect Garmin setup in the nicer vehicles. But again, commercial van, so if you don't like it, just buy a new GPS. The radio, it's surprisingly good for a van like this. I'm just really surprised. Nice grab handles everywhere when you're inside. Seats nice and comfortable. It's got that soft floor on it. It feels really nice actually when you're walking around. It's pretty cool. Overall, super happy. We'll be back at the house in just a minute. Back on that slick top red road. It's not really red right now. Depends what time of year it is. It's about a gray, mud gray. Get your car filthy gray. Can't have a clean car, I can tell you that. Not living back here. Mountain looks pretty cool right now. It's actually a pretty big mountain, but the clouds are real, real low. So you see how those clouds just kind of hit that hill. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Can't emphasize enough the value of this van being front wheel drive. Obviously it'd be better if it was all wheel drive or full wheel drive, like a full wheel drive Sprinter, but front wheel drive does pretty good back here with these bigger vehicles. But rear wheel drive, I'm telling you, I know everybody says your Transit or a rear wheel drive Sprinter or whatever would do, but I assure you they're problematic. I've seen them stuck multiple times. UPS, FedEx. And it's funny, if you look at UPS, FedEx, and United Postal Service, they're all switching over to the ProMaster platform. They're not getting Transits, they're not getting the Sprinters, they're getting the ProMasters. And the reason for that, again, is that they're very, very good in mud and snow. All this weight, very heavy vehicle, right over the front wheels, transmission's right there, no drive shaft. This thing will pull itself through just about anything. Pretty cool. But we're getting back to the driveway in a minute. You'll see on my driveway just how steep it is. And again, this stuff is slick, guys. I know people will watch this and say a Honda Civic will do it. Of course it will. Add some snow or some heavy rain or a big tractor coming down this road in front of you first, you may be surprised. But can't be happier with this van. Anybody on the fence like I was, putting it off, debating, it's well worth it. And even the steering wheel, it's a nice touch. I mean, this is a super fat leather padded steering wheel. Pretty nice. XM, I don't know if I said it yet, it's got XM on there. It's pretty cool. Not sure who owns that white truck right there. That's kind of weird. When you live back in an area like this, you get to know every single person by their vehicle. When you see a new vehicle, you get a little concerned. All right, guys, we're back at the house. All right, my driveway is very steep. It has about a 150-foot climb. You can see how higher my house is than we are down here at the bottom. Loose gravel, fresh gravel, and we're just going to get on it. We're going to maintain momentum. Rear-wheel drive vehicles will skip, bounce, and slide all the way up the driveway when the little hill sets in. This may not look steep. It's a lot steeper in real life than it is on this video. But we're just going to maintain. Real steep right here. Van pulls itself right to the top. No issue, no problem. I love it. Road test complete. Let's talk about the front end. So this van is kind of an upgraded version. It's got the fog lights on it. It's got the marker lights. They all come with marker lights. I hate the front end of this van. I don't make any mistake about it. I can't stand it. We are going to Line X all that chrome out right there. Short of that, I love everything else about it. But I do hate that. I will agree. It's a modular system, though. If you bang up the fenders, they're cheap, easy to replace. We're going to put some blacked out rims on here. Put some BFG KO2 tires on it just to make it ride a little better than mud. So we have dual sliding doors on this van, passenger side and driver side. We do have the glass package, so we have rear glass and side glass on it. You have a backup camera right there. Full size hitch, towing capacity is 5,100 pounds. It's nominal, but it's 100 pounds more than a Sprinter. We also have the side glass here with the factory installed net. I'll show you that in 1 second. So here's a side profile, again, 2,500 platform. So one of the nice features on the ProMaster, it does have the widest opening, at least they claim, door in the industry. Let me show you inside. Close this up. Turn on the LED lights. Super nice. So this has two LED strips in it. One there and one here. It also has the normal lights. I'll turn the LED strips off and show you the difference. So the LED strips are off now, and it has the normal lights like you would have for any van. Some of the nice things on the inside, turn the LEDs back on. This has the factory panels already installed, the rear glass, the rear panels, grab handles. It's also got a slide door on this side, so it's got driver and passenger slides, which is pretty cool. Nice thing on the ProMaster, I'm sorry, let me turn this off again. They do have storage space right up here on top, a lot of storage. They have secondary storage there. These windows from the factory come with this steel mesh. This is legit metal, protects the window right there. Pretty nice. And again, the doors all have the panels already on them. It adds a lot of insulation value to it. The floor is a composite floor. Some good traction. You got tie-down points everywhere, all throughout the floor. It already has the D-rings installed in it. Pretty nice. Again, in the back, panels. You have a 12-volt outlet right there. Pretty cool. And the back look in front. This has the soft floor and the floor mat, so when you step on here, it's got some good padding on it. It's got the mud mat in there. It's got the big rig seats on it. These things adjust forward, back, the whole 9 yards. This is the dash. So you have 3 cups. I was just on the road. It's a little dirty. 3 cup holders there, 1 cup holder there. All the little stuff here is like graded with a soft rubber. You have a glove box there. You also have a lockable glove box there. You have a clipboard holder right there. This thing comes with 4 keys, which is kind of nice. You have another big bottle holder there. Very deep storage right there. I'm probably missing some other storage here. You have USB connector right there in there. You also have a USB and another 12-volt there. So it's got a lot going on. It's pretty cool. No, this is not a glamorous vehicle, but for its intended purpose as a van, pretty nice. Not sure if I showed it right over top of your head. You have that, and then this is a huge storage area up in here. So that's it. We love it. We got a lot of big plans for this van. We're going to build some dog crates, some slide out storage, put a bed. We're going to have water, solar power, electric, the whole 9 yards. It'll be pretty cool once it's said and done. Ridgeside K9.